What's good, y'all? Listen, we need to talk about the messiest Valentine's Day drop I've seen in a minute. Your boy Offset really woke up and chose violence when he dropped 10 on the day of love. And baby, the shade is real. Now, before we get into this tea, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, cause this story is wild. And trust me, you don't want to miss what I'm about to tell you. So check it. While everybody out here buying flowers and chocolate, Offset decided to give Cardi B a different type of Valentine's gift. A whole diss track. And the way he did it? Cold as ice. My source is close to Offset, and y'all know I got the real connect. Say he been plotting this move ever since he peeped Cardi getting cozy with Stefan Diggs. But here's where it gets spicy. That title, 10, it ain't just a number. Word on the street is it's got multiple meanings, and one of them is straight disrespectful to Cardi. Now peep this. He dropped this track with this beautiful Afro-Latina type beat, knowing damn well that's Cardi's whole vibe. The petty is on another level. And don't even get me started on them leaked text messages that conveniently hit the internet right before the song dropped. But hold up, y'all ain't ready for what I found out about why he really picked Valentine's Day. My insider told me something so crazy about what went down the night before. I had to fact check it 3 times. And when I tell you, actually let me break this down piece by piece, cause this tea is too hot to spill all at once. So let's get into why this Valentine's Day drop was straight calculated. Y'all already know Offset ain't do nothing by accident. And my sources say he been in the studio cooking this up since he first caught wind of Cardi and Stefan Diggs. Now peep game. He dropped this joint with this smooth Afro-Latina beat, knowing good and well that's Cardi's whole wave. The way my insider at the studio tells it, Offset was in there for days getting this track perfect. And he kept saying Valentine's Day gonna hit different this year. But check this out. Remember how Cardi was out here living her best life with Stefan right before V-Day? Well, word on the street is Offset was pressed about them dinner date pics hitting the internet. My sources say he literally went back to the studio that same night and re-recorded some of his verses. And y'all ain't gonna believe this, but apparently he had 3 different versions of this track, and he picked the most disrespectful one for the release. The crazy part? This man dropped 10 at exactly 10 a.m. on Valentine's Day. And if you're thinking that time was random, think again. My inside source told me that's the exact time Offset used to call Cardi every morning when they was together. Now listen up, fam, cause these lyrics, they hitting different when you know what's really behind them. Let me put y'all up on game about what Offset's really saying in 10. When he spits, she bad, but she bad for. My industry connect says that line came straight from a fight they had at Blue Room Studios last month, but that ain't even the half. When he says you're going to have to about 10 more to get over me, he ain't just talking numbers. See, my source who was in the studio that night says Offset was laughing while recording that part, saying, watch how Cardi gonna catch this fade. And speaking of catching fades, that line about, I hit too bad last night, they want a rerun. Baby, that's a direct shot at Stefan Diggs. But here's the part that's gonna make y'all gas. You know that hook where he's singing in that island accent? My source says he got that style from watching Cardi's old Instagram lives, studying how she talks when she's comfortable. The man really took her own voice and flipped it on her. And don't sleep on them ad-libs in the background, cause if you listen close enough, you can hear him whispering some names that's gonna shake up the whole industry. Hold up though, if you caught that slick line about watching me splurging, cause that part right there, it connects to some crazy tea about what really happened to them Christmas presents Cardi was talking about. Y'all ready for the real reason behind this whole situation? Cause what I'm about to tell you ain't even hit the blogs yet. See, while everybody focused on this Valentine's Day drop, they missing the bigger picture. My source who works security at Nobu says Offset pulled up 7 times last month every time Cardi was there with Stefan. And get this, he wasn't even trying to hide it. Rolling through in that bright orange limbo, music blasting. But here's the tea that's gonna make your head spin. Remember them leaked texts? That wasn't no accident. My insider at Offset's camp says he'd been watching Cardi's every move on the low. Even made a whole fake Instagram just to keep tabs. And when he saw them pics of Cardi and Stefan at that Super Bowl party, baby, he went straight to the studio. The man ain't even finished his food at Catch LA. Just left the stack on the table and dipped. Now peep this, Stefan ain't helping the situation either. My source says he'd been posting them dinner date pics at the exact same spots where Cardi and Offset used to go. And that ain't even the wildest part. Apparently, Offset's mama got involved and started calling up everybody in Cardi's circle trying to get the inside scoop on Stefan. She even showed up at the same nail salon as Cardi's sister Hennessy, trying to get the tea. Since 10 dropped, the internet been going crazy. But what's happening behind the scenes is even wilder. My source at the studio says Cardi already laid down 3 tracks in response, and one of them got Nicki Minaj on it. Yeah, you heard that right. Them two squashed their beef just to come at Offset. But that ain't even the best part. Stefan Diggs been in the studio too, learning how to rap. The way my insider tells it, Cardi's whole team been working overtime trying to keep these recordings under wraps. But somebody from the cleaning crew caught a video of Cardi going off in the booth. And when I tell you she was spitting fire about them Christmas presents and what really happened with Offset's mama, phew. The footage ain't hit the internet yet, but trust, when it does, it's gonna break the whole web. Meanwhile, Offset out here acting unbothered on social media. But my source who works at his regular spot in Atlanta says different. Apparently, he been coming through every night playing Cardi's old songs, telling anybody who'll listen that 10 was just the warm-up. Word is he got a whole album of diss tracks ready to drop, and some of them features gonna shock everybody. We talking about people from Cardi's past coming out the woodwork to spill all the tea. Let's zoom out for a minute, fam, cause this ain't just about a Valentine's Day diss track no more. My legal source says this whole situation about to affect their divorce papers something serious. See, dropping 10 might have felt good in the moment, but now Offset's lawyers sweating bullets. Why? Because they're trying to keep them custody arrangements clean, and this track might have just messed up everything. But check this, my insider at their daughter's private school spilled some tea about how this drama affecting their co-parenting. Last week, both of them showed up at the same time for parent-teacher meetings, and baby, the tension was so thick they had to call security. Meanwhile, Stefan Diggs been playing it smart, taking parenting classes on the low, getting ready to step into that stepdad role. And Offset? He caught wind of this and went straight to filing new papers. Now here's where it gets deeper. Both their record labels trying to turn this whole situation into a money play. My source at the label says they're pushing for a joint album, trying to make this the next Jay and Beyonce, everything is love type situation. But Cardi ain't having it. She already told her team she done playing nice, and what she planning next gonna change the whole game. My sources say both Cardi and Offset got some major moves planned for next week, and what I just heard about Stefan Diggs' involvement. Listen, if y'all thought this Valentine's Day drama was wild, just wait till y'all see what's dropping next. Word on the street is Offset's mama planning to do a whole sit-down interview, spilling all the tea about the missing Christmas presents and what really went down at that New Orleans Super Bowl weekend. And don't even get me started on what Cardi's sister caught on video at that nail salon. Drop a fire in the comments if y'all ready for part 2, and let me know what y'all think. Team Cardi or Team Offset? Or are y'all riding with Stefan? Don't forget to share this video with anybody who love messy celebrity tea, cause this story right here, it's just getting started. Your girl at Tell It All always got the receipts, and tomorrow, we bringing out the whole filing cabinet. Stay tuned, fam. This about to get even crazier.